What is going on, guys? It's Frankie here, Frankie's Film and Let's Talk Broncos fame alike, coming at you with another film breakdown video. This week, we're going to be looking back at the Broncos' demolition of the Cleveland Browns 29-12, but more specifically, we're going to be looking at Samaje Perine, who's over the course of the season, probably become my favorite free agent of the past offseason. He really just does everything this offense asks him to do at a very high level. So without further ado, let's dive into the film. First Samaje play we're going to be looking at, and it's on the Broncos' first possession of the game from the 3-yard line. They're looking to knock the ball into the end zone with a little bit of 12 personnel. The Browns are showing a very light box, which is kind of a theme throughout the game, but we'll get to that a little later, and the Broncos are running some duo. And we just see the entire offensive line do a great job. We see Quinn have a great recovery, get the linebacker out of the way, and then finish the rep by knocking the entire pile into the end zone. Bulls has a great block, clearing out people. Powers plays with great leverage. Just an all-around awesome rep that results in a touchdown for Denver. The next Samaje play we'll be taking a look at comes on a 3rd and 4. The Broncos are leading 7-0, and once again we've got Cleveland showing a very light front. Russ sees this light front and checks into a trap call, and we just see the offensive line once again block beautifully. Powers and Bulls do a great job climbing effectively to the second level. Miners blows up the defensive tackle on the pole, and Samaje gets to walk untouched to the first down marker and gets it for Denver. Few plays later, same drive, and we've got a little bit of deja vu happening. It's 2nd and 5, another light front from Cleveland, and Sean Payton says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you can't stop us, we're going to keep running it. So we see the exact same trap call again, except this time we see it to even better success. The entire offensive line does a great job blocking this one up. We see another good pull by Quinn Miners. We're seeing Ben Powers and Garrett Bulls do exceptional jobs of getting to the second level and just making these linebackers into non-factors. And then we just see Samaje Williams explode through the gap for 10 yards, runs into a couple tacklers, and then drags those guys a few yards extra himself. So just a very exciting display from the Broncos' rushing attack. Now, this next play is the only passing play we're going to be looking at today, but in all honesty, this is probably one of my favorite offensive sequences I've seen for Denver in the past 4 or 5 years. There are just so many little details on this play that go so right, and it's just incredibly exciting to see. This is the Sean Payton effect in action. So we've got a 3rd and 7 right here. Denver's running a little bit of drive, but it doesn't really matter. It turns into a scrambled drill, and we just see everybody doing an incredible job. Russ and the offensive line do a great job IDing this blitz from Jim Schwartz. They pick it up wonderfully with Samaje Perine and Quinn Miners just stonewalling the free-running blitzers. Russ does a great job maneuvering the pocket and gets outside, keeps his eyes upfield, and Marvin Mims with a great heads-up play by a rookie, knows his scramble drill rules, finds a vacant space of grass, gets open for his quarterback. Russ keeps his head upfield, eyes upfield, throws the ball, even through a deflection. It was a dart, so it was able to get through. Mims is able to make a great adjustment, and we've got a first down for Denver. But seriously, guys, there were so many little details on this play that make it one of my favorite offensive plays in the past few years for Denver. Next play for Samaje, and we're getting back to the Broncos offense, just beating the hell out of people. Broncos are leading 14-12, and they come out in some 13 personnel, and they're running some split zone. We're going to see Troutman block across the formation. He's going to come and get the end. And we've got Powers and McGlinchey handling the 2 defensive tackles, and then Miners, Lloyd, and Manhertz just climb and beat down on the second-level defenders, linebackers, DBs. It doesn't matter. And then Samaje does what he does best, falls forward for a couple extra yards at the end of the play. Final play of the game and the biggest run of the afternoon for Samaje Perine. The Broncos are facing a 2nd and 3, running out of some split back 21 personnel with fullback Michael Burton in the game. This is a look they frequently used against Cleveland to great success. The Broncos are running an outside give that sees Burton cut block the play side end. This allows Troutman, McGlinchey, and Cush free access to the second level, and as we've seen from all these clips, once they get to that second level, they dominate. Once Samaje Perine gets a head of steam going, he is a very, very hard man to tackle, and also, can we just give Lloyd Cushenberry a blank check already? He has looked like one of the best centers in the NFL all season. that's all I've got for this week, guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been Frankie, Frankie's Film. Samaje Perine, just an excellent piece to have as a part of your offense. You know, he helps so much in the passing game with what he does in pass protection, runs some nice routes, is able to get a little bit after the catch. And then what he does in the running game, he's just a bruising back. He's a little bit more powerful than I think I was anticipating coming into the year. And he's just been a really nice piece to be able to have part of this running game. What else is there to say, man? 5 straight wins. This team is 6-5, and they've got a handful of winnable games left on the schedule. The team is gelling on both sides of the ball. We're seeing the defense continue to play lights-out football. The running game looks to be a real foundation bedrock. And Russell Wilson is kind of looking a little bit like a franchise quarterback. Don't speak too soon on it, but it's kind of happening a little bit. So, thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. This has been Frankie. So make sure you're liking and subscribing over here on Let's Talk Broncos. I'll catch you guys next week.